All right, we are live. So, hope everybody had a pretty kick butt week. What we're gonna do now, there we go, I got everything set up. All right, so how's everybody doing today? Well, we're going to get this thing started off with a little bit of recap from what we learned on Wednesday. Okay, so as you can see, it's just me by myself. Sarah's in Texas right now. I'm in Vegas. Got the earbuds in. I'm at a family's house right now. Right, I'm at my mom's house, just visiting her. So if I'm talking a little bit quiet, it's just still a little bit early over here. So I'm just trying to keep it down. But right now, we are about to recap what we went over Wednesday, and hopefully everybody watching this has gone through a little bit of a new experience and has gotten maybe a little bit a new outlook on what is going to be expected. Because going out there and talking to people and not talking to people and restructuring things and trying new deals, that gets us to stretch ourselves, and so that's what we're here for. And so if you have any questions about anything, put them into the question box or the comment box, okay? And I'll go ahead and answer those in real time. But hopefully you guys had a chance to talk with some people, and not about your business, but about their problems. So where we want to begin is by helping you guys see that by not talking about the business, but by bringing people into your circle, into your warm market, by just allowing yourself to be open and receptive to their problems so that you could be the problem solver, the solution, right, to it all. And the reason why we can say this is because our product and our business does exactly that. Anytime somebody says that they don't have money, our product solves that. Anytime people say that they don't have time, our product solves that. Anytime people say they need to expand their business, we have a product that solves that. So all it comes down to is figuring out how to get across that message to a specific person. Well, right now, the business that we're in, right, the industry that we're in is is like an info marketing kind of platform, right? So what we're doing right now is we're selling. I heard this great analogy earlier, and what we're doing is we're selling a guide, right? That's what we have. We have one of the best guides, the best guide, I think, on the internet right now. We have the best guide that's going to help small businesses and entrepreneurs help market themselves properly and become an authority online, right? Well, we're selling a guide. Well, nobody, and let's be honest, nobody wants instructions, right? Nobody, being a man listening to this, and even being women, y'all are probably laughing like, yep, my man doesn't want instructions either. And a lot of people, men and women, it's hard to sell manuals. It's hard to sell just that information, right? So what has to come with behind that information is the team leverage. Okay, so whenever you're stuck talking to somebody about, well, how do I bring people into my business? I don't know what to do. I don't have anything to offer them specifically. Well, you do, because you're here with the team. So what you get to do is leverage what the team already does. Okay, we exist to help each other, right? And so by bringing people, by bringing people, by bringing people into your circle, by just showing interest in what they're doing, that's going to allow them to open up, and it's going to really get them to see, okay, well, this person's here for me. This person doesn't really seem too interested in me joining their business. They seem interested in helping me, right? And so when you're in the middle of delivering them the information and saying, look, I have everything that you need to build a business online, well, that's the information part, right? So that is something that they're not going to be interested right off the bat. What they will be interested in is the do it with you aspect. Okay, the part where you get to come to them and say, look, this might seem a little crazy at first, but we're going to do this together. We've got a team of people that meet up twice a week. We've got systems in place, processes that can get you to really understand what's going on. And you're going to be able to do this with me. I'm going to show you how to do this. That's why I'm here with you guys, is because there's no better way. There's no better way. I would not feel right about myself if I sat there and I told you guys to go out there and purchase all of our products, and then I was going to leave you there to figure it out on your own. You know what I mean? Letting you know that, oh, well, our products kind of just do the explaining for you. That wouldn't be any good. That wouldn't be any good at all. At least not for us, and not for you guys in the way that you're doing business. It just wouldn't be good. So what we have to do here within Team Do It is we have to be able to take our message, right, which is to bring time freedom and financial freedom, okay, into the masses. Okay, and we have to start in a certain place. And the place that me and Sarah have started, which we encourage you guys to begin with, is the middle class. There's people right now that are making $50,000 to $60,000 a year that have the potential to make $250,000 and $350,000 a year. but they're not aware of the options that they have. They're not aware that they have ideas that could be monetized, right? And so that's our job. That's our job, is to bring that message to them, not by delivering the information, but by delivering the opportunity that they can do it and that you will be there with them, right? It's the fact that we're together as a community. It's the fact that we're here to raise each other up and make that happen. That is the big factor about how you're going to be able to connect with these people. So when you get past that first wall of, well, what do you do for a living? You don't even have to answer that question. Well, what do you do right now? All you have to say is, you know what, I'm working on a side project right now. People don't want to know if you're doing this full time. I mean, yeah, you want to be honest with people, but you could say, if you're doing it full time, you could say, well, you know what, I started this thing part time and now I get to spend a lot more time doing it, but that's all it is. And you just want to let people know that it's a side project. That's what you want to do. You want to go ahead and say that I got this side project going on, because for most of you right now, it is. I'd say for 90% of our team, it is a side project. And what it does is it allows people to see that there's a way to make extra money doing something part-time. And when you approach them and they go, well, what do you do for a living? Or, you know, when you get approached, say even by anybody, and they go, you know, for small talk, they ask you, what is it that you do for a living? You could say, oh, you know, I just do this online thing pretty much part-time, and, you know, like that. And they'll be like, what do you mean part-time? Like, oh, you know, it's just part-time. What do you do? And then that way you've kind of answered their question, but not really. And you've put the ball back in their court. So now you get to ask them questions about what they do, so you could become the problem solver. Because the moment that somebody starts talking about what they're doing, you get to ask questions and go, oh, so you don't get to, you know, so what is it? You don't get to spend the time with your family that you like? Oh, no, I'm working 60, 70 hours a week. And, you know, I just don't know I just don't get the time that I want with my family. Well, boom, there's your opportunity. Oh, well, I got a side project right now where I'm helping people that are exactly in your position spend more time with their family and create this time freedom that they've always been dreamed of, or they've always dreamed of, you know, or they've been wanting for a long time, or, you know, what they're going after, or however you want to phrase it, right? And then they go, really? And you're going to go, yeah, you know, you just told me that you want to do this. Is there anything else that you could do, you know, that you're not doing already? And he'll go, oh, well, you know, I've tried it all. I just don't know what else to do. Okay, well, you know what, if I could show you a way that doesn't interfere with what you're already doing, would you be interested in looking at it? That's that irresistible offer. They're going to say yes. That's when you shoot them the presentation. You say, you know what, I'm going to send you an email and I'll explain more in the email. And you just, that's when you be quiet. That's when you be quiet. That's what kills 90% of deals with network marketers and online marketers and sales, is you talk yourself out of the sale, right? So what has to happen is, after you involve yourself with the engaging process, you've got to know when to shut your mouth. You just have to know. You get better at it, and you kind of can feel the energy. You can feel when to be quiet. But after you ask that question, would you be willing to look at it? If I could show you how to solve that problem without interfering with what you're already doing, would you be interested in looking at, would you be interested in knowing more? Would you be interested in looking at it? Would you be interested in, you know, seeing more about it? Would you be interested in having more information? However you want to say it, right? Whatever's more comfortable with you. And then they're going to say yes. They're going to go, oh yeah, for sure, shoot me the email. Well, whether or not they look at it or not, it doesn't matter. You have a follow-up system in place. So now they're going to have to tell you to leave them alone, or you're just going to be in their face every single day. And that's a good thing, because it's weird how people actually want value, but they won't tell you. So by you being able to deliver blog post after blog post after video and give them value, pointing them to webinars and hangouts and calls and trainings and things like that, right? They're going to see you as somebody who actually wants to help them, not somebody who wants to sell them. And anybody who's in this industry does not want to feel sold. They want to feel like they're a part of something big. They want to feel like they're a part of something that they could be, that they could take part in, right? That's what they want to do. They want to feel a piece of something. So that's just the one step that we'll talk about right now. And if you're not out there talking with people, you're hurting your business. Okay. Now I'm not saying to go out there and just, you know, I'm not saying to implement the 3-foot rule. Okay. I'm not saying to go out there and talk to everybody within 3 feet of you. But what I am saying is that every time you get a chance to shake somebody's hand and look them in the eye, that's what you need to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it has to happen. You got to be able to take it that serious. Okay. And then the second thing that we're going to be doing, oh, come here. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I'm just you're good. And so second thing that we want to talk about is was the how to bring your sales to offline, right? So that's one way right there, is to be able to match with new relationships and get things going. Another way is to be able to, like we said, make sure that you define who you want to work with, the companies and businesses that you've already, maybe gone to, you've established a relationship with maybe a few of them because you've done business with them in the past as a consumer. And now you have something to offer them that's going to help their business grow. And this is where you want to ask for the time so that you could present something to them personally or send them the link. Okay, so you could do all this, online. You can create your own training. You can create your own kind of way to connect with them personally, and then send them those demos, the demos, the demonstrations, the presentations, right? That's how you could do that. Or you could just send them straight to the company presentation. But either way, you've got to be sending people to a presentation. Without eyeballs looking at what we have to offer, we're not going to be able to make the money that we want to make, right? And so it's just a numbers game, and you're going to be able to get higher conversions once you start understanding the phone, once you start understanding how to follow up, once you start understanding how to communicate a little bit better. And all that's going to be done in your off time and through experience. Okay, so don't think that you're going to get it all at once, because you're not. It's just going to have to happen over time. And we do know that this is going to be big. This is going to be a big strategy. And if you're not implementing the phones right now, then I mean, you're missing out on a lot. And the reason why we say that is because you don't have to know any techie stuff to do that. Okay, so one reason why we give that like a strategy up front is because it can be done very easy. You just go into Google a couple of people, a couple of shops that you want to work with, see where they're at online, see if they have any Twitter accounts, social media accounts, blogs, things like that. If they do, you go to those places and you connect with them there, and then you give them a call. So that when you call them, they're going to go, this kind of sounds familiar, right? Because you've been connecting with them on all those sites where they're already at. You've been sharing with them things that, like, you like what they're doing, you like what their vision is, you like all these things. And then you can give them a call and say, you know what, I've been doing a little bit of research, and I think that I can help your business grow by X amount of percentage in the next, however many days. And you don't want to give them a BS claim. You know what I mean? You really don't. You want to be able to give them something that you could stand behind. Okay. One thing that I always grew up believing was that you have to, and the one thing I was taught from my grandma was that you have to under promise and over deliver, 100% of the time. And so if you're not doing that with these small businesses, then they're going to leave you after 30 days. And you don't want to have that kind of reputation, and you want to be able to have these accounts long term. So once you do this for, say, a month or so, you're going to get so good at it that it's going to come second nature, and you're going to be able to call 20 companies in a day and then just close 10% of them, maybe even 20% of them. Some days you might even do 30% of them. So, I mean, it gets to a point to where it becomes fun, and you know for a fact that when you pick up the phone, you're going to make money. Now, if you could call 20 companies and close 3 of them every single day, into a Kalatu premium package, you're looking at about $300 a day for about 45 minutes of work. Okay. And now that is something that is very powerful, because what we need sales daily, so that we can keep those residuals up. I mean, everybody wants to get to where they're making, the $3,000, the $5,000 a month. And that's what we have to get you to. Well, if you reverse engineer, meaning that if you work from your final goal backwards, right, to where you want to go, we have to figure out how many sales per day you need to make to sustain that kind of living. Because we have people who are, their businesses get shut down, they move places, they end up just quitting, things like that. So you've got to have a way to bring in people to take care of the attrition rate. And by attrition, I mean people that are falling off. So you have to have people coming in, more people coming in than are leaving. Okay. And it just happens in the name of game. And, it's just the way the business works. So there's nothing you could do to keep everybody that buys from you to continue to buy from you forever. Unfortunately, I haven't figured that out yet, if there is. But you figure if we can teach you a way to get 3 sales per day, okay, and this is without even using marketing. This is free. These are free strategies. Okay, free strategies. All you have to do is get good on the phone, which, like I said, reach out to us. We have scripts. We have strategies and tactics and things like that we're learning from our mentors that we can give to you, for free, just for being on our team. So feel free to reach out to us. But you've got to get good with that. I mean, 3 sales a day times 30 days, or say you work 20 days a week or 20 days a month, right? So 3 sales, that's 60 sales a month. Now, if you had that on Kalatu Premium, you have the pass ups, you have everything like that going on, you're looking at like, I don't know, $5,000 a month in residuals. Okay. So this is why this is a strategy that me and Sarah are starting to implement right away. And this is why we want everybody on board to be doing this as well. Okay, because this is, like I said, it takes you an hour a day, and you have the potential to, generate, 3 to 5 sales within that time. So it's super powerful. And then the third thing was, let me see real quick. So I want to show you guys more of the back office when I get finished with this. So how to create an irresistible offer that sells. That was the other one. Okay, so if you haven't already taken a look around in your back office, I'm going to show you guys again what these things look like right now. But you've got to take a look at the promotional funnels. You've got to take a look at what we have to offer, how it's set up. Got to get familiar with the back office. You got to get familiar with all the tools and trainings that are available to you. That's the number one thing. I mean, we've got to know what we have. We've got to know how to sell it. We've got to know that we're in love with it. We got to know that it's worth 10 times what we're paying for it. Because once you believe that, which I do, I believe that the Kalatu package and the Kalatu premium package can easily be sold for $1,000, and we sell them for $97 a month. So if you don't believe that same thing, then you might not understand what you have at your hands, and you need to go back into your back office and really dig through that, go through all the videos, see what we have. I'm going to show you where to find all that stuff right now for anybody that's new, who watching this today. So, we'll go through that. And then, so the irresistible offer. If the best thing that I can say right now to do is to not worry about coming up with stuff on your own and trying to reinvent the wheel, because that's one thing that I found myself in the very beginning of our business was getting stuck at. I just couldn't do anything with it, and I just couldn't. It would not. I would think like, okay, well, how do I solve this problem? And my thinking would be so broad that I wouldn't be able to narrow down to a specific person with a specific problem. And that formed zero ideas. That formed zero ambition, because it would stall me. I'd go, oh man, I can't think of anything. It's like when somebody asks you, what's your favorite movie? If somebody asks you, what's your favorite comedy? That's a big difference in your brain goes, oh, comedy. Oh, it's this one. But when somebody goes, what's your favorite movie? You're thinking about comedy, drama, all these things all at once, right? And that's not what we want you to do. We want you to just be focused. And so what we encourage you to do is to find somebody. If you want to, look at what our capture pages are doing. I mean, they're converting right now at about 30 to 35%. And I mean, we can do a lot better than that. We're working with some people right now to get it up to 50. I mean, just imagine an extra 15%, 15 to 20% in conversions or opt-ins is like, that's an extra 15 to 20 people every 100. That's huge. That's a big deal for any business. So that's what we're working with right now. But you could feel free to ask us for any links that we're using, that we're promoting, and you could just kind of tailor it to your specific personality. Tailor it to who you are, tailor it to what your message is, but take the ideas and the principles and the concepts of what we're doing, because there's certain psychological triggers. Like, you want to be able to know how to trigger somebody to, capture their attention, captivate them throughout the message, and then entice them to, push that button and take action to give you that email address so that they can be followed up with. Because a lot of the people that are coming through the front end of our funnel, they're unaware. They're unaware how to make money. They're unaware that we're real. They're unaware that it's a business that we're getting into. I mean, they're very unaware. And so it's our job to make it as comfortable and as easy as possible for them to know that when they come through that front door, that they're not going to be treated like a number. They're not going to be treated like a lead. Okay. And so with your irresistible offer, make sure to put in your personality. Make sure to have that in a place that, people can look at that page and go, this is something that I've never seen from anybody else before. I could feel that this person actually wants me to be here versus just wants my money. And the crazy thing about that is the market shifted so much that people can feel that now. People have been abused by the fake BS claims and by the pull you in with the, I'm going to make you $1 million by tomorrow, that they would rather hear you say, I'm not going to make you any money for a month, but I can guarantee you'll be a better person when you leave. Like, people would rather go with that message knowing, oh, well, I'm not even making any money, but I'm going to become a better person, rather than saying, oh, well, I'm going to make you $1 million by tomorrow. And then they don't make it by tomorrow and they're hating you, they're bashing you online. And it's crazy. And if you look at a couple of the way that people do business online, you'll see that there's a few marketers that have, anytime you type in their name, they get negative condensate. Like, it's super negative. Okay. Like, the first page of Google is just about how poor of a person they are. And then you have certain other marketers where you could type in, they're making the same amount of money, $50,000, $60,000 a month, and they have zero negative comments or feedback about them. I mean, at least when you're searching their name. Now, of course, you're going to go to certain places that you can find that, but the major search engines are not coming up with anything that's negative. So you have to decide how you want to do business. Do you want to do business the way that is going to be looked at as somebody who is, really there for them and caring? Because that's going to come through in your message, which is going to create an irresistible offer. And so, like I said, don't worry about thinking of all the things on your own. Just pick and choose a couple of the leaders that you're following right now. Pick and choose, like maybe you want to look at Sarah and I's and say, this is exactly what I want to do. But maybe you don't come from the restaurant background. Maybe you're not, maybe you don't have that struggle of 10 years in the restaurant business where you would come home sometimes and you'd make $25 or $10 or $2. Maybe you have a different kind of story where you kept getting laid off and fired and things like that. Well, that would be the same kind of principle that we're using in our lead page, in our page that's attracting customers, right? Where we're capturing their emails. Yours is going to be a little different, but the principles and the strategies are going to be the same. And that's what I want you to focus on, is just looking at the trends of what's working, figure out where the top market, the top 1% of the market is, and then figure out how are those people getting their message to the audience. Because if they're getting 1,000, a million views a day, you don't have to reinvent that. All you have to do is take that message and deliver it to your crowd, because you already know it's accepted by the masses. You already know that 1 million people have already liked it. Okay, well, not everybody that you talk to has seen that information. So now you get to take that information and give it to your crowd. And now it's just a guaranteed hit because you already know that a majority of the world has enjoyed that message. Do you see how that works? So you don't have to recreate anything. You don't have to think, well, what am I going to do? Just look at what's working and then put it into your business. Okay, so I hope that helped everybody. If you have any questions, put them into the comment box. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen with you real quick. 1 second. There we go. All right. Share that. All right, I think we should be on here. So what I wanted to do was show you guys where you can get into your blogging platform, because this is what we need you to be doing every day. The blog needs to be done every single day. You need to complete the first 21-day challenge, meaning that you have to complete a blog every day for 21 days. This is going to get you, it does two things. For one, it starts to build you authority so that when people come to your website, they see that you're not brand new. They see, okay, well, this person already has 20+ articles. They've been doing something. I can go through some stuff. I can come back tomorrow. I know for a fact that they're going to be here every day. They're consistent. The information is real. And so it builds a relationship right off the bat. So that's why you want to do the 21-day blogging challenge. And then you want to come, this is where you can find it. So your back office right here, we're in the back office. Go to your Kalatu. And now this is what it's going to look like. If you have not been back here yet, make sure to watch the basic. If you only have basic, make sure to watch the premium, or the basic and the premium if you have both. Okay, all these things over here are going to be where you can find everything you need. Now, if you only have basic, this is going to look a little bit different. Okay, some of these things are not going to be accessible from you. That's why we encourage you to upgrade to the premium, because it does have a few extra, well, a lot of extra added benefits. But you have your schedule for everything that's coming up, so you never have to miss a thing. You have Q&As. We have Q&As. We have new plugins being released, new themes being released, and new 7-minute hacks being released every Friday. Okay, now if you look up here, start your new 21-day blogging challenge. Okay, this is where you're going to access your plugins and applications. And plugins, believe me, I don't want to go over your head. So if you're new to this, don't really worry about this right now. Sarah and I are creating a few tutorials to better serve you so that you do not have to have a headache when you go through this. Believe me, I was new to blogging and I didn't know anything about none of this. And it bothered me. So we don't want you to feel like that at all. But this stuff is really easy. You could just go ahead and play around with any of it. Just click the button. It'll take you to there. All this stuff is super fun. And once you actually get used to it, you're going to start to feel like, oh, wow, this is really fun, because you get to be creative. You could do anything you want with this thing. You can add new plugins. You can add new applications. You can basically tell your blog what to do without having to write any single piece of code. that's another piece of the puzzle, why this is such a powerful piece of online real estate. Because if you sell this as exactly that, as online real estate, you can attract realtors, contractors, people who are usually working as a word of mouth kind of business, and you get them to see that, okay, well, hold on, I could have a business online, I could have a home and a business online too. And you go, yeah, for only I encourage letting them know first about the Kalatu premium package and seeing how they respond to the premium package first. Because a lot of people are going to want that premium, and you let them know, hey, look, people like you who want to get that out there fast, they're working the premium package and it's only $97 a month. And they're going to go, oh, wow, that's pretty inexpensive. And you go, yeah, you don't have to tell them about any of the benefits or features at that point. All you're going to do is you're going to get in front of them. You're going to let them know, hey, look, do you have a home on the internet? And they're going to go, what do you mean? Well, you know what? Like, you're not working the way that the top producers are. And they go, what do you mean? Well, all the top producers in your industry have a blog, and it's typically a WordPress, a blog that's ran on a WordPress site that is going to take 17 to 25 hours a week to manage, and it's going to cost you $1,000 a month from a web developer and then a designer and then all these things, right? Well, that's not what is going to excite anybody. But the moment you say, I can save you thousands of dollars per month, you don't have to worry about SEO, optimizing, or code, and you can actually have access to our group because we want to help you as much as we can. And by joining the group on Wednesdays and Saturdays, you can ask questions, you can show up, and we deliver content that's going to help you become a better blogger and a better person to sell this blog and a better person to understand what we have at our hands, right? So that's kind of a big deal for people who want to know that they're going to have this access. So not only are they going to have 24/7 support staff access, but they're going to have access to us and our team just for purchasing the products, right? Because that's what we want. We want to bring that in there because we want them to become affiliates. We do. So we want to make them feel at home. A lot of the people who are just customers, they're not going to join in on the team stuff, but that's okay. We want to still offer it and extend it. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is you have all these like 7-minute blog hacks. This is huge right here. Like that's Travis Reagan. He's the product developer, and he goes through a million different ways. Look at this. So we have all these different hacks that you get to get every single week. They're coming out with new ones every single week. And what a hack is just a way for you to save money, time, or energy on a certain thing. So this is blog hacks, traffic hacks, sales hacks, media hacks, winning. Like, this is all ways to save and become more efficient, okay? Then you have everything else here. Now, we want you to get familiar with this setup. We need you to. We need you to. This is your home. This is where you want to come every day, because imagine when somebody asks you, well, how can I find out more about you and your business? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to have blogs that are going to look like this. Like, this is our theme. Okay, now we hope that, here, let me come here and show you this. This is our theme. Okay. And the reason why we go with, digital omnipresence is because we want to brand ourselves. We want to brand ourselves. As you notice, there's not one thing about Empower Network here. Now, why is that? Why is that? Because we want to brand ourselves, right? When people ask us, well, what is it that you do? We want to let them know that we help people, businesses, entrepreneurs, right? Be seen, be heard, be everywhere. So we don't, and then when they go, well, how do you do that? Well, through our tools and our product line. And they go, oh, what are your products? Oh, we have informational products that help marketers be seen, be heard, be everywhere. And you can go through it with them, and there's no turnoff. Because when people hear, like if you were to say Amway to somebody, or you were going to say, something like that, some people who have been turned off by, there I go, by internet marketing and network marketing, direct sales in the past. So if they hear the name of a direct sales company, they're going to go, oh, you're just one of those things again. Versus, wow, working with, like say your page is work with Paul. Work with Paul. That doesn't say anything about Empower Network. But what it does say is that, hold on, I could learn what Paul knows. And Paul has shown me through his blogging and his videos that he knows a lot about how to help people make more money. I want to work with Paul. When they ask you, what do you do? And they want to, and you want to qualify them, and you send them either a survey or you qualify them over the phone, you set up a Skype meeting, however it is that you do this, however you want to run your business. Once you once you get them on the phone, that's when you could let them know, okay, look, well, I'm going to shoot you a presentation. It's about a 20 to 25-minute presentation, and it's going to better explain what I'm about and why I aligned myself with these products and this company. And they're going to go, okay, cool. Because now you are the person of authority. So they've came to you knowing that they have to listen to you if they want to join your team. They've already built trust with you, and you've already built trust with them. They already know, like, and trust you. So the only thing to do is just to give them and deliver the presentation, allow them to join the team. That's what happens. And then you just do that, right? And so that's why the blogging platform is so huge. It's so huge because when you send people there, like, the first things to write about is write about Team Do-It, write about Empower Network, so that when people search for Empower Network, your blog is going to come up. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's ways that we're going to teach. Right now, we just want you to write. Right? Oh, right now, we just want you to write. Right now, we just want you to write and write and write and write and write, because it only takes about, I didn't even show you the cool part. Let me actually go back to this real quick, and I'll show you the cool part. Okay, so here we have the, let me see. I think it's right here. So look, yep, we can go ahead and look at this. I'll create the new challenge. And look, say I want to go to, say I don't have time, right? And I don't know what I'm doing. Either one of those. Say I don't have time to make a whole post, or I'm just very new to blogging and I have no clue what to do. What this does is, this is a template right now that I'm showing you that makes it very easy that you can have a blog post up in less than 15 minutes, even if you don't even know what to do. So let's say that you did want to write about Empower Network, right? Let's say that you were looking and you're like, you know what? I want to go ahead and I want, when people type in Empower Network products, that the best of the best Empower Network products, right? Then what happens is you would come in here and you would start to write about who or what will you write about. Now, this is just a template. We have an actual blog, like where you would go to My Blogs, you would go to Start Blog. That's going to be done like how you can create your own blog, where if you have your own ideas, you're ready to go, get there. I'll show you there in a second. But for right now, this is a template that's for people who have no clue about what to do, what to write about, how to structure it, anything like that, right? Well, or you just don't have time to write one. Okay, so I'd go to Empower Network Products, and then we could do, right? So it'd be, transforming, and then select an image. So let's say that we just did, I'll show you how easy this is, guys. Let's just pick, okay, go there. And then we have, look at this. Why are you sharing this post? Why are you sharing this story today? What would you like to say to introduce this post? So, like, if we wanted to, let's go to transformational quotes. And then we can go with, let's say, it's a fast quote. If you don't fit in, then you're probably doing the right thing, right? So let's go here and go, okay. There we go. What was life like before? So, meaning, what was life like before Empower Network products? So, like that. And believe me, this can be a lot more, this can be written to where it's maybe a paragraph each. Okay, so what did you learn from who or what? I learned a lot from the mentors. What is life like now? Impressive. See, now all these would be just maybe 2 or 3 sentences, 2 or 3 or 4 sentences. And then these are your calls to action. Now, call to action is you giving the reader, okay, anybody who's reading this, any kind of audience of yours, you're giving them a call to action. So you're calling them to take action on a certain step. So whether it's, hey, you know what, like a call to action is, hey, what did you think about this blog? Comment below. That's a call to action. Another call to action is, hey, if you liked what you read and you want to work with me personally, click here and fill out this survey so I can qualify you to see if we're a good fit for each other, right? That's a call to action. So this gives you preset calls to action. Okay, so we'll choose comments, like what do they think? So it gives you a way to ask them for comments, right? And then how does what you shared in this post relate to the product, service, opportunity you selected in the call to action, or why did you choose to promote to bring, to increase sales online, right? So now your post title, see, how empower products, and this would be empower network products have transformed my life. Now you got, look at that. Okay, and now this is just but look how quick that is. Look at this. It's already done. How empowered network products have transformed my life. Look at this. You got the picture. Ooh, that's ours. See that? Look. So this right here would be, you'd have your picture, you'd have your opening, right, which would be a quote along with an opening introduction. So it would probably be that quote. And then, I found this quote when I was found this quote, which reminded me of how I felt when I started explaining what I was learning through Empower Network products. Now, if you've ever joined something new that you tried to explain to somebody who didn't know what you were doing, you've probably felt like this before as well. So let me share with you what I've learned through these products that's helped me better express who I am and help me increase my sales through my business online. And then you can go into your first paragraph, your second paragraph, your third paragraph, which would be right here. There's the first paragraph, there's the second paragraph, there's the third paragraph, and then we have our closing. And the closing would just say something along the lines of, well, now that you learned about, and you create a little bullet point saying what they learned, just repeating what the first, second, and third paragraph were, and then say, if you want more information about how I'm helping people do this, or you want information about how I use these products to make money online, or anything like that, click here. That link, which would be something similar to this, which we call a hyperlink. So let's say that I wanted to say right here, bringing awareness online. If you want to see how I'm teaching teaching people how to use these products to make more money with their business. And then click here, and I'll be in contact or I'll reach out immediately. That's why I love spell check. Boom skis. So there we go. Okay, now this right here, if you want to do the click here, this is where we would do the hyperlink. You would highlight it right there like that. You would come right here to this little chain link thing and see how it says insert. See if I can get this. The other way. Thought I was making it bigger. I don't know if that's really working. See if I can make this bigger. It's a little bigger. Okay, so okay, so right here, click here, right? So now I got it bigger for you. Hopefully you guys can see it a little better. So you would highlight that, and then you would come to the chain link right there where it says insert, edit link. You would click that. Now here is where you would put your link to your presentation or to the link to your capture page, right? Because what happens is you want them to click that button and you want them to have to give you their email in order to get to the survey or to watch your video or to see the presentation. Whatever it is that you want them to do, you're saying, look, I'll give you that if you give me something in return. And the things that you're exchanging right now is value for information. You are exchanging value. You are giving them value in exchange for their email address, their name, and possibly their phone number. That's what you want to do. So right now, if I did this and I just took them to say our team site, right? Then you would title right here. All that means is what are they going to see when they click up here? This right here is going to be the title of the new tab. So that's what I want them to see. Heads up, you want them to, you always want to click the open a new window tab, because what happens is it opens up a new tab over here like that. And that is what you want, because you do not want to take them away from your blog. You want to open up a new tab that way they could still stay on your blog. Okay, that's what you want. You do not want them, you don't want them to be redirected just like that. You want your blog to remain open. Okay, and then you're going to want to add link. Now, see how it turned blue? Now what happens is, let's go ahead and, where's the preview at on this thing? There we go. Go and preview this. Okay, so now we look at this. We see, and this is like super engaged. Like this is large, enlarged right now. So this is not what it really looks like, but this is, get back to, there we go. I wonder if that's normal. So right now, okay, you see how it's changed? You see how I got this now? So the more you write, the more the better it looks. And like that's this banner right here. Like, what do you think? That's done for you. Okay, you could have them, you could have these things right here where you could share it on Pinterest, Twitter, and Facebook, to where it's very easy for them to do it. And then look, see, this is my, well, if I was gonna change the author, because you could actually add authors. So this is Sarah's author page. But look, what I wanted to show you was, now look, see how the click here thing's now blue? And watch what happens. Click there, and it what? Well, that's not good. Services unavailable. All right, let me redo that. Bad example, I guess. But let me try this. I wonder why it's Let's do it like this. Let's show you the 4-part series that we're giving away. So if I wanted to do it like that, add link, preview this. All right, guys, look now. See, you have to be able to check the links. Now look how nice this came out. Look how nice this came out. And you just go, like, when they're reading that, they go, oh wow, I could just click here and I'll reach out immediately. Wow. Okay. What is going on? This is crazy right now. Oh, teamdowit.com. Yeah. I guess something happened with the links. Okay, well, let me, because this is not working out like I wanted to. Let's do this so that at least you could see what it looks like. Okay. Bring you to the Kalatu Premium site that we own, and this is what we send our customers to. This is what we send our customers to right now that don't want to join, or they actually this is actually for both. For watch, you'll see this is pretty cool, but let's see. Really weird why these links aren't working right now. But this is one good thing about testing these things, is making sure that everything works, knowing that once you get good with this stuff, that it just comes second nature and you don't miss a thing. Now, there we go. You see how that works? So when they've gone here and they're in your blog and you send them there, they went right here. This blog or this page stays open. So a lot of good things happen when you have people stay on your page for long times. So this right here is going to be where they go to get their blog. Okay. And this whole page is available for you as well. You just have to purchase a domain that you can put, that you can, you just have to, this whole thing is available for you too. Let me just put it like that. And we're going to work with you on putting it all together. But right now, like we said, the main part that you have to focus on is creating these blogs, because when you go to like say our homepage, I mean, like you know that this is a blog that has a lot of content on it. We get a lot of great feedback on it. And so if you don't know where to begin, maybe you want to start with an FAQ, right? Because our FAQ allows people to say, okay, well, what is this? What are we? What is a blog? Why do I need a blog for my business? You know, and all these things, this is going to get you ranked for what is a blog or whatever it is that you want to rank for. So this is going to help you not have to spend time explaining all this stuff, right? Because you're going to get these questions. Do I need to know HTML? Does the blog come with support? Do you, you know, like, how quickly can I start seeing results? There's a lot of things right here that that people are going to want to know, and it just saves so much time when you put it in one place. So make sure that you start writing a blog every single day. Partake in the 21-day blogging challenge, right? We showed you how easy that is to do, and then really it just comes down to follow through. So talk to people about what you're doing with your business. Talk to people about what you're doing with your business. And where'd you guys go? There you are. And but not about what you're doing. My fault. Talk to people about what it is that they're doing and what is it they want to accomplish, and then tie that into your business. Okay, that's what we want. We want to be able to have you guys recruiting and bringing people into this company, into this business, right? Into your team, into our team. We want people like you to be getting this done. We want our team to be getting 2 to 3 people every single day. Okay, and if you follow these strategies that we're giving you, I believe that you're going to be able to see the 2 to 3 people every single day into your business. Now, this is going to take confidence. You're going to have to own everything that you're doing, and you're going to feel uncomfortable at times. But without you moving forward and stretching past that and pushing past that block, you're going to struggle. And we don't want to see that. So we have resources for you. If you're like, you know, wondering, how can I break this confidence? How can I take my confidence to the next level? We have resources for you. If you're wondering, how can I get sales? How can I get better at converting people from leads into buyers? We have resources for that. So just, you have to kind of know where you're at in your business, and then just take steps at a time, because all that action and all that experience is going to help you in later stages of your business. So no, we have resources, we have systems in place, but we have to know where you're at So reach out to us, let us know exactly how we can better serve you and give you the exact next step that you need. You need to be blogging every day though. You're not going to see the results that you need to see if you're not blogging every day and you're not bringing people, like if you're not asking people what their problems are. You've got to be able to be out there and ask them exactly what is going on in their life so that you could better help them. Okay, so we're about to hit about 50 minutes on this one. Hope you guys had some fun today. And I'm about to go on with the rest of my day now. And if you have any questions about anything that I went over today, make sure to reach out to me in the group and make sure to just, or Sarah, and then just stay connected. Okay. Wednesday at 8 p.m. we have our next hangout, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I guess I should just start talking Eastern time, right? It's probably the best. So 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when our next hangout is. Okay, we're going to deliver an email to you on Sunday or Monday to let you know what strategy we're going to move forward with. But most likely it's going to be in tune with blogging and getting you guys all on board with a routine that includes blogging every day, what to do with that blog every day, and kind of action steps, I guess, on how to promote this blog, both free and both paid. Okay, because having a mix between the two is going to help expand your creativity to see, okay, well, if I could pay for this, I wonder if I could do the same kind of thing and get it done for free or for a lot less money. Okay, so I know that a lot of people right now with the investing and with the things like that, it gets to be a point where you're kind of scared. Okay, well, am I even going to get a return on this? Am I going to whatever it is? And that's why we want to teach you how to become the best closer, how to become the best, follow up person, because nobody's going to buy from, not a lot of people are going to buy on the very first time. Okay. So we've just got to get you comfortable with following up, get you comfortable with blogging every day so that when people come to your site, they're going to know there's going to be fresh content. They're going to know that you showed up today. They're going to know that they're going to learn something new. Okay. So hopefully this gets you started in even a faster, get you started even building momentum faster, because get out there, rewind this from the beginning if you have to, and rewatch the pitch, okay, of how to introduce yourself to somebody and how to slowly transition your company, your business now, okay, our team, into their life as a solution to their problem. Okay, make sure to also know that there's a way to create an irresistible offer through asking questions and storytelling. And then you want to make sure to just get on that blog. Okay. So I had a blast today, guys. If you want to reach out to me in the meantime, like I said, reach out to me in the group, find me on Facebook. I love you guys for being here today. You guys took an hour out of your Saturday to be here with me. So I appreciate that. Sarah will be here there with me on Wednesday. And with all that being said, bye for now. I'll see you on Wednesday. Take care.